Roth conversions can be incredibly powerful, but there's some things to know about them.
Yeah. Well, why don't we just start with what a Roth conversion actually is? For most folks, that it's not necessarily a contribution. It's actually not a contribution. It's just a transition from an IRA spot or a pre-tax spot to a post-tax spot.
Exactly. So if you had a traditional IRA, whether that be from a 401k that you've rolled over to an IRA, or you had been contributing to an IRA, you can convert that at any age, any income, and all you do is you pay tax. You don't pay the premature 10% penalty that generally goes with a distribution from an IRA prior to 59.5, but you pay tax on whatever you convert. So, one of the strategies would be you don't have to convert an entire IRA.
Right.
You could convert it over a period of years.
Yeah, especially if that IRA is large. I mean,
Exactly.
It actually wouldn't be suggested to convert that all at once.
Yeah.
I mean, for many reasons. But,
Exactly. So there's the timing of when to convert. Yeah, there's a good time and there's a bad time. When do you think a bad time would be?
Well, a bad time would possibly be when the market's at all-time highs. I mean, that may not be the best time to convert.
Agreed.
We talked to a lot of folks about the best time to actually do that is when the market's down maybe a little bit, or your account value is down a little bit, and you move that lower balance into a post-tax account, and that way when it does pop back up, you got post-tax, tax-free money popping back up.
Yeah, and that Roth is that's the benefit. Those Roths grow tax-free. So you convert that IRA amount, it's a lower amount if the market has dipped. You don't have to sell those assets. You can just convert those in kind over to the Roth IRA, and then hopefully the market then bounces back. You have to pay tax on a lower amount. You get more tax-free growth. And so, yeah, that sounds like a great time to convert is when the market's down. We haven't had a lot of down in 2026.
No. There's been a few little
Dips
blips
here and
I
there.
guess, but yeah, for the most part, it's been a pretty good year for us around here. So, we haven't done a lot of conversions so far this year.
Not so much. When we started a war with Iran, market dipped, but it actually bounced back pretty quickly. So we didn't have a lot of time to take advantage of that down market. So we're not hoping for a big down market. Last one was in 2022. Nobody likes that, but that was the last time we saw a very significant decline in the stock market. And so
when the planning comes in, right?
Exactly. Why don't you talk about RMDs?
Yeah, RMDs. So there's a great reason why folks will start to plan around doing these conversions. We talk about required minimum distributions. There's a certain age for most folks now. Currently, it's 73 years old when you're required to take money out of your pre-tax accounts. Well, those RMDs can be rather large if most of your money over the years has been shoved into pre-tax accounts, which a lot of folks, a lot of retirees that we help, certainly that's the way that they've grown their money is in pre-tax accounts.
Mm-hmm.
So there's definitely a strategy around trying to lower your requirements so that it doesn't cause some ill effects down the road.
That's exactly right. A lot of retirees are very disappointed that when they have to start drawing, like you mentioned, at age 73 right now, and it could be significant. Certainly 5 figures, 6 figures. We haven't ran into anybody that has a 7-figure RMD, but for sure they're out there. And, that kind of additional income is going to have a huge ramifications on your tax burden.
Well, that's the thing that, folks just think, so I'll have to pay some more tax, which we don't like to do. But, you pay some more tax. Guess what else happens? Now you're paying more on your Medicare, potentially. There's just other ramifications.
There's a lot of extra taxes that you end up paying, kind of hidden taxes that generally you don't pay. You have no idea they're even there. An additional Medicare tax. As you mentioned, there's a tax on Medicare. In addition to the extra tax, it's tax on your Medicare. Costs your plan B actually costs more money. So it's not really a tax, but it makes your Medicare premium go up substantially.
Substantially, and it's not just a one-time deal.
No.
I mean, it's for, possibly years in the future. So
Exactly. So trying to minimize RMDs and get as much money into a Roth is a great way to take advantage of that.
mhm.
And you got to start early, in your 60s to take full advantage of that.
Yeah, there is a good time to do it, and potentially a bad time to do it as well. One thing we didn't talk about was tax brackets. And I mean, if you're in a high tax bracket, it may not be the best idea to do Roth conversions.
Mm-hmm.
But certainly there's a gap in there, and you mentioned it in your 60s, where it's a great time to be looking at doing those conversions, or at least considering it.
Yeah. And we have some software that we can run that actually run different scenarios. Say, well, if we convert this much, here's how much extra tax you're going to pay. And then we run financial planning software. It says, all right, well, based off our scenarios, here's what the benefits are going to be down the road.
Mhm.
So very useful.
Very useful. Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else to add?
No, I think that's good for that one.
All right. Hope you guys learned something about Roths and conversions. And if you have questions, give the office a call.